What's going on, builders? Today we are going to be building the Lego X-Mansion set with 3,093 pieces and 10 minifigures. This thing is going to look absolutely incredible next to the Daily Bugle there. So I say let's crack right into this big boy. This Lego set has a total of 24 numbered bags, as well as 3 instruction booklets. There's not one, but 2 sticker sheets in this set. Also 3 16 by 32 base plates. And finally, a 8 by 16 base plate and a flexible tube piece. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here's the very first thing we're going to look at in the set, and it is the Sentinel. This thing is very close to what it actually looks like. You got a little Technic pin back here, so you can stick a clear piece in here to have a minifigure fly over it. We got a little technical piece here that you can open and close to hold a minifigure in there if you wanted to. And almost everything in this is movable. This thing is incredibly posable down to the feet, the legs, just everything. Very movable, very cool, very accurate. And here is an example of that little Technic pin in the back for Gambit's little pieces that he makes for characters to stand on top of. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and here it is, the complete and finished Lego X-Mansion. This thing looks really cool. Don't get me wrong, it's really cool. But in my opinion, the size of the school is a bit too small. Because, as you can see here on the bottom, all of that is just the front of it right there, using all that empty space right there. They could have extended the school out probably to right there, even where that Technic pin is, to give it even a little more room just to fit more stuff in. The back is insanely detailed. There's stickers galore all over it. We got claws. We got some posters. We got some wanted posters. Mutant exit sign. Electrical box there. A basketball hoop with a basketball. And of course, it comes with a Lego frog. We love the Lego frog. And if we turn it to the other side, Pretty bare wall here. Nothing much really to it. So let's look at this in more intricate details, because this thing has a little bit of a play feature to it, not much though. So what we can do in this set, we can grab both ends and pull apart, and the set comes apart in 3 different sections, just like that. The first section we're going to take a look at is this middle section right here with this custom Deadpool that my cousin gave me for my birthday. Shout out Adam, by the way, who also helped me finish this set. I did this side, he did this side. And here's the first section that we're going to look at, the middle section, which is how you actually enter inside the school. If we completely turn it around, you see this little lever right here, which if you press down on it, the top dome falls apart and splits into 3 separate pieces, which easily go back on top if we turn it around real quick again. Put this one here, then this one here, and then we just set this little dome piece right on the top. All right, now that we're done with the roof, let's look at the other floors in this section. So I'm going to show off the first floor first, because this is kind of hard to show off, especially with these Technic pins sticking out on the side. It's like a living room. We have like a living room here. We got X-Men rug on the floor. We got danger room, classroom. We got a photo of Professor X in there. An elevator up there. A sculpture. Other than that, there's not much detail on this floor, but it is very cool just to see the tiny amounts of details just inside of the set. And of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Deadpool. So here is the second floor of the first section. It is the laboratory. As you can see right here, we got X-ray of Wolverine's claw. And then over here in the other corner, we got a little computer, a elevator right here leading down, a little brain scanner probably right here, and then a map probably of superheroes just out on the battlefield and whatnot, and a little filing cabinet right there. Nothing much, but cool little details. All right, so now we're going to look at the 2 end pieces of the X-Mansion. As you can see, they're both very similar, just with small different details on each side, comparing from the left side to the right side. So we're going to look at the right side first. We got a light pole that's just floating off the ground, a fire hydrant just flying in the air. We have a sign back here that says Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. And if we look on both sides, you can see there's 2 little trees on each side. If you look down here on each side, there's like a little ground turret that pops out of the ground. On the left side, as you can see here, we got some windows and some of the pillars broken off on the side from the battle that they are having inside or outside of the X-Mansion. So the first thing that we're going to take off of both of these is the roof, because they are both essentially the same, just flip-flop. There isn't really much detail to these. There's really nothing to them. They're just roof pieces to go with the center dome piece in the first section. So the next thing we're going to look at is the second floor for each ends of the X-Mansion. And we're going to take a look at the right side first, which is the bedroom for the superheroes. On the bottom there, you can see we have a little X-Men comic. We got a bed. We got a calendar right there with Wolverine eating hot dogs, a katana, a picture of Cyclops with a girl. I don't know who that is entirely. But if we go down the hallway, we got a little computer in there with some DNA on there. And then on the ground, we got a cup of spilt coffee with an open drawer next to it, which is just an amazing touch right there. Now we're going to look at the left side, which on the bottom right here is a little checkerboard, actually. And then like a viewing room with some control panels and whatnot, because this is the training room. Or I don't know what they would call this, but it's like has a bunch of lasers and saws and cameras and stuff. So I would just call this a training room. Other than that, there ain't much to these 2 sections. As I said, they're both very small. I felt like they could have gone maybe 4 or 5 more studs longer. All right, so now we're going to look at the first floor for both ends of the X-Mansion. We'll look at the right side first, which is the classroom. So as you can see down there, we got a little mini figurehead of the world globe down there. We got 2 chairs. We got a chalkboard down there that slides back and forth, so you can have two different boards there. And then if we look down the hallway a little bit, you can see a bookshelf just full of random books and whatnot. Other than that, nothing much to that side. Now let's look at the left side. If we look over here, there's a X-Men door sitting right down there with a fire extinguisher. On the side, a news telemarketer, or teleprompter, I should say, telling them about the Sentinels in the area. And then on the bottom, we have mutant registration on that newspaper. And then if we look in this top area here, this is more of that battle area that I was talking about. So we got some rockets, we got some turrets, it looks like some fire. And then down here, if we move this from side to side, I wish I could get a better view of it. Oh, wait, I forgot. I can. So what you can do with all these sections is just pop them right out, because they have cheese slopes on the top here, so you can easily get a look inside. So as you can see, I can just move this little gun over here from side to side, which is really cool. So let's put that back in there. And they go in there very easily, and they stay in there very, very well. So nothing to worry about there. Now that we have the entire set looked at, I say let's go put it on the shelf and see how this looks. This thing looks absolutely incredible, especially next to my boutique hotel and jazz club with the Daily Bugle just right down the road. Looks so beautiful.